Hello engineers, thank you and welcome again. Today we are going to deal with integration, majorly on integration of products. So whenever you are given a equation which is in a product form, just apply the skills or the techniques you are going to learn here. So first thing, you should master this formula and know how to obtain each component. Know how to obtain the u, dv, the du and the v. So in order to obtain them, there are notes here we are going to make so that it will be easy for you to decide the u and the v part. So give you an equation where we have a polynomial and also we have a logarithm equation in the form of ln x. So ln x is the logarithm function of the polynomial. The polynomial is the first part, so the polynomial will be v, then the logarithm part will be u. Like for example, x square ln x square being the polynomial part and ln x being the logarithm function. So we'll have x square as the v and ln x as our u. So example 2, where there is the presence of a polynomial and a trigonometric function. So our the polynomial will be the u part, then the trigonometric part will be v. It's somehow opposite from the first example. So give an example, x sine 3x, we'll have x as our u, then sine 3x our v. So when there is a polynomial and exponential, somehow similar to the second example, whereby the polynomial will be u, then the exponential will be v. So give an example, x square exponential x exponential 2x, we will have x as the polynomial and as the polynomial u, then the exponential will be v. So just master the formula and know how to decide the u and the v part. So given an example, we are going to start with the first example. We're going just to indicate the u and v part for now. So we are going just to indicate we are not solving. We want to obtain all the components in the formula, that's the u, the dv and the du, also the v. So we are now going to know how to obtain them, all the components, not solving. So here given an example, first example, x square ln x, our u will be the ln x, then our v will be x square. So to obtain the v, we integrate dv. Integrating dv, we remain with v, then x square to integrate, to remain with 1 over 3 x cube. You add 3 to the root, you add 1 to the root, then you divide the whole function with the sum. So that's our v. Now to obtain the, we are remaining with du. We have the u, we have the dv there, and also we have the v. The remaining part is only du. So let's now get the du. So now to get the du, we have been given u as ln of x. So to get the du, we differentiate. Differentiating ln of x, we have du over dx will have 1 over x. So but what is required is only du. So our du, we multiply dx in both sides across the cosine. So we'll have du as dx over x. So there we have gotten all the required parts. So we are not solving, we'll come and solve later. Now we have the required parts. Let's go to the second example, just to obtain the all parts, all the components of the formula, that's the u, v, du. So we'll have our example integral of x sine 3x. So we say the polynomial part will be u, then the trigonometric part will be v. So our u here, we'll have our u as x. Our u will be equal to x. Then our v here, we'll have our v as sine 3x as our v. It's different from this other example. So this one will be the dv part, the v part will be sine 3x. So now we are going to v. We have u, we have dv, so we are going to v. So to obtain the v, you integrate dv, and the other part by integrating dv will remain with v. Integrating sine 3x will have negative 1/3 cos 3x. So that is v. So we have the u, we have dv, we have the v, also we have the u. We are only remaining now with the du. So to get the du, given u is equals to x, so du over dx will be 1. So du will be dx, since dx multiply by in both sides, we'll have 1 times dx to remain in dx. So here now we have gotten all the required parts. So now you can apply the formula. You can apply the formula in all these equations as long as you've obtained all the required parts. So it's very simple. As long as you know how to obtain the required parts, then you are good to go. So let's look at an example now. Let's locate the required parts, that's the u, v, dv, and the du. Then solve now. So our u will be the logarithm part, and our v will be the polynomial part. So we have here, we just write them as they are. We'll have the integral with the formula, the u dv is equals to uv minus v du. So you start by writing the formula first. So this will help you to follow all the steps and never forget other parts. So our u being the logarithm part will be ln x. So obtaining du from u, we'll have to differentiate u, whereby du over dx will be 1 over x. To remain with du, multiply by dx, both sides, we'll have du is equals to dx over x. So this one will be the du. Now let's go to dv. So our dv will be the polynomial part, which will be the x square. So you have here x square as the dv. So to obtain the v, you integrate dv. To integrate dv, you remain with v. Integrating x square, you remain with 1 over 3 x cube, or 1 over 3 x raised to 3. So here we have the u, we have the v, we have the dv, and you have the du. So having all the required parts, we now come here and replace them. So the integral of x square ln x, that's the integral of u dv, is equals to vu. So replacing our v, we have our v as u as ln x, and our v as 1 over 3 x cubed. So this is our uv minus the integral of v du. So v, we have our v as 1 over 3 x cubed. Then the du, we have our du as dx over x. So that's the v du. So solving now, we have will be 1 over 3 x square ln x minus integrating 1 over 3 x square dx. We'll have 1 over 3 as the constant, then we cancel the x in the denominator with 1x in the root. We remain with x square, integral of x square dx. So we'll have the equation as 1 over 3x cube ln x minus 1 over 3 the integral of x square. Integrate x square, we'll have, you add the root, then you divide by the sum. We'll have 1 over 3 x square x cube. We'll have 1 over 3 x cube. So 2, you've added 1, then plus a constant. See, integration always add, remember to include a constant c, which is unknown, the unknown. So here we'll have our final answer as 1 over 3 x cube ln x minus 1 over 9 x cube plus c. So there we are done with integration of products in that form. So find the du dv. Now to find also the v. Now to remember to integrate also after replacing required parts. So only mastering this formula will be good to go. There's nothing hard with integration. Okay, thank you for watching. Subscribe, like and share.